You wake up, make coffee, check your phone. You don't think about the electricity it takes to keep your apps running. But somewhere far from your home, machines hum constantly, powered by vast amounts of energy. These aren't just any machines, they're servers feeding the world's growing hunger for artificial intelligence. Your electric bill sits quietly on the counter, a monthly reminder of your home's energy use. But what you don't see is how decisions made far away by companies building massive data centers could quietly reshape that bill. It's not just about what you use anymore. These data centers are the backbone of the digital age. They store, process, and deliver the data that powers everything from streaming to smart cities. But to keep them running, they pull enormous amounts of electricity, more than many towns. Inside these centers, thousands of servers never sleep. They process millions of requests every second. And each one needs power, not just to run, but to stay cool. That cooling alone can consume as much energy as a small city. All that power has to come from somewhere. Power plants burn fuel, spin turbines, and push electricity through a fragile web of wires. But when demand spikes, especially from massive loads like data centers, the entire system feels the strain. To keep up, utilities must invest in new infrastructure, stronger transformers, smarter grids, more resilient lines. These upgrades don't come cheap. And someone has to pay for them. That cost trickles down. It doesn't matter if you live next to a data center or 1,000 miles away. When the system changes, everyone feels it. Your bill is no longer just about your habits, it's about the habits of the entire grid. Engineers and planners now face a new challenge: how to balance a grid under pressure. Every new data center means new demands, more capacity, smarter controls, and faster responses. These aren't just upgrades, they're survival tactics. To meet that demand, utilities are racing to build new transmission lines. These towers stretch across landscapes, carrying power from distant plants to hungry data centers. Each mile costs millions, and those costs don't vanish. Even the smallest part of the system feels the pressure. Transformers hum a little louder. Lines run a little hotter. And somewhere in the background, your electric bill inches upward, not because you used more, but because the system had to grow. You might never use AI directly. You might not even know it's running. But every time you stream a show, send a message, or ask a question to your phone, you're tapping into a system powered by data centers and their massive energy needs. When utilities invest in new infrastructure, they don't bear the cost alone. They pass it on through rate cases, official filings that adjust what you pay. And as data centers grow, so do those filings. Regulators must weigh the costs and benefits. Are these upgrades necessary? Who should pay for them? And how much can consumers afford to bear? These decisions shape not just bills, but the future of energy itself. So when your bill arrives and the numbers don't match your habits, don't assume it's a mistake. The pressure is real, and it's coming from far beyond your front door. Cities hum with life, powered by grids that stretch across regions. But as data centers multiply, they shift the balance, pulling power from one end and pushing costs to another. The system adjusts, but not always evenly. Even rural areas feel the ripple. New transmission lines snake through farmland. Wind and solar farms expand to meet demand. But building green also means building new infrastructure, and that means new costs. For data center companies, growth is the goal. More servers mean more customers, more revenue, more influence. But each expansion pushes the grid further, and the costs follow. When the grid is stretched thin, even small failures can cascade. Storms, outages, and breakdowns become more costly, and those costs are shared by everyone on the system. You didn't ask for these changes. You just want reliable power at a fair price. But the system is evolving, and your bill is the mirror that reflects that evolution. The grid is smarter now, reacting in real time to shifts in demand. But that intelligence comes at a cost: software, sensors, and systems that must be maintained, upgraded, and paid for. Renewable energy offers hope, but also complexity. Solar and wind are clean, but they're intermittent. That means backup systems, storage, and more infrastructure, all adding layers to the cost structure. The future is here, humming quietly in the background. It's not just about AI or data, it's about how we power the world. And that power comes with a price, shared by all. Your bill is more than a number. It's a signal, a reflection of a system under pressure, adapting to a new world. The question isn't whether data centers will change it. The question is how we'll all adapt together.